So it sounds like the weekend's result could have gone either way. With the Pirates running a late try to win it, was that a fair outcome, or did you think you deserved more from the game?
No, I think it probably was a fair outcome. We had an opportunity to draw the game, but didn't perform well enough in that final 10 minutes really. And Pirates at home, it's a tough place to go and beat them, and I thought that they were outstanding. There were opportunities that we could have taken and didn't choose. I always feel we have it in us to win a game, even when we're behind in the final quarter, because that's the way Bedford play. We're an 80-minute side and plus if need be, but we just weren't accurate enough and didn't really use the plays in the toolbox that we could have done just to eke a win. So yeah, I think really it was a good win for Pirates.
I was going to say to you, Penzance is always a tough place to go away, and especially with a wet pitch. And you had to make a late change as well. Did that affect the game plan going into the start of the match?
Not really, not really. No, we knew the conditions. We've been and had a look at the pitch in the morning. When we woke up, it had been raining. It'd been raining quite a lot. We look at the weather forecasts over the weeks going into it, and we knew it was a heavy pitch. You know, in this country it rains in the winter time, and you get poor weather conditions. You've got to adapt to them. You've got to be able to play with them. So I have absolutely no excuse for the performance. The lads, and I never ever have coached a side at Bedford that doesn't go on the pitch with the best of intentions. Doesn't always go that way, and you know, as a coach it's frustrating. But when you know that the lads have given all to the cause and the, you know, the energy levels were high, it's just that we need to, or saying, dot the I's and cross the T's a little bit sometimes and just be a bit more accurate. And as a coaching group, we reflect on that. You know, could we done anything different? You know, could we got messages on better certain times of the game and help the players make decisions and change things? So, as a coaching group, just like the players, we've got to learn from these losses, and hopefully we will. But I won't ever blame anything on the weather. That's just a factor that you have to play with in this country.
Yeah, particularly in the second half, the defence did a great job of repelling the Pirates' attack. There must be a lot of positives you can take away going into the British and Irish Cup.
You're dead right. You're right. You know, two of the lads front row forwards making 20 tackles in a game like that. Like I said, it's not a lack of desire with the lads. We were shit scared worried as a group of coaches if there was a lack of energy to work for the club and to work for the jersey. There's not. What we've got to do is, like I was trying to say earlier, make sure that within our plays and within the way we do things is do the correct things accurately at the right time. And you know, some of the things we did, some of the ball presentation, some of the amount of people who put into the breakdown, some of the accuracy of the passing, or lack of vision to see what was out there to call the right move wasn't there. And we saw it in little patches. We saw, you know, bits of energy and bits of sunshine, bits of the way we like to play, straight off the analysis and everything the training paddock wanted to take in there, but we just couldn't get enough of it. It came in spits and starts a little bit, and the good sides and us when we're at our best is when we can continually make good decisions and be accurate about how we get the plays off.
And of course, going ahead to Munster this weekend, travelling to Ireland, the Blues are in a great position at the top of the pool. But how difficult do you think it will be to go to the reigning champions and get a result there?
Well, it's a challenge. It's a challenge I've never had. In my career, I've never played over there. And I don't think the club have. Maybe I'll have to have a look at that. So it's a great challenge for us to go to somewhere new. And really, I think the focus will be on us. We'll always pay, you know, due diligence, and we'll have a look at Munster, and we'll hopefully see what we can look to exploit or threats of theirs. I've already seen one game against Nottingham at the moment, so I'm trying to get that.
Yeah, I was going to say to you, is there any areas of the game that you thought you might be able to exploit?
Yeah,
going away from
not at the minute. They look a very well drilled side, to be honest. You know, they've a great set piece. the good kicking game, and the defence is very well structured. They look like a really well coached side, and lots of ability, and some big lads in there. So maybe sometimes when it's like that, there isn't a lot analysis wise you can pick out of, and if there's not anything glaring, why waste the time on it? What we should do is reflect back on ourselves and just try and be the best we can be when we get there, and work on the things that will help enhance us.
And I know this seems to be an annual question, but is the British and Irish Cup a real focus for the team this season?
For every season for us, yeah. We're a club, and we're driven by Mike Urea, who likes to like to try and win everything, you know. And it's not always achievable, but we give it our best shot. And we have also had some great support through the British and Irish Cup in years gone by, because we put a good side in, and we do try our best with it. We're not the kind of side that lets people have a breather in between. We've got a small squad, and you might turn around and say, oh, it's opportunities for other lads to have a go. Well, we like that, and we select like that all season, so we just like to keep that ball rolling a little bit. So there will be changes probably made to the side from last week, but it's not because of one reason or another. But with having a small squad, we need to keep people fizzing, and we need to keep competition for places. So whilst it's a British and Irish Cup, for us as a group of people, if you want to get that jersey, it's just another go to get in the jersey. It's just another opportunity for you to cement your place into the coaches for maybe the week after that.
And going into the Christmas period, how important do you feel it is to get a couple of results in the next two games against Munster and take some really good momentum into the new year?
Yeah, this is going to sound a bit... it's about performances. You know, we'll find now over the next month, 2 months, the weather conditions will really change, and what we need to do is adapt to that, but make sure that we're performing as a team within that. So, hey, for sure, what would it be if we weren't going to say, oh yeah, it'd be great to go over there and get a win and then get a win back to back? That's what we aim for. But as much as that's performances, so that we can springboard week in, week out, and get better and better at the things we do. And eventually, we might get there, but for sure, I'd be lying to you if I never said we're not going over there to get a win and the return leg as well. So, but yeah, it could be achievable, and it's a great challenge for us to go and try and do it.